Okay, once again, Enhancedrob here with Tony Huge, and we're going to talk about a subject that's coming up more and more lately. I feel like I'm seeing it everywhere on social media. Is Rad-140 better than testosterone? Tony Huge has a vast array of experience with Rad-140 and testosterone, of course. I've taken both supplements. Tony, what is your opinion on this? Is Rad-140 better than testosterone?
I could answer the question of whether Rad-140 is better than testosterone or not in a lot of different ways, but I think here's the most accurate answer. Testosterone is better up until a certain point, which is a low point, which is replacing your natural testosterone or boosting your natural testosterone to the high level of what our ancestors had. Let's say getting your testosterone from 300, which is low, but a lot of people have low testosterone like that, all the way up to, 800. You're going to have more benefits from increasing the testosterone than taking the Rad-140. However, once you've already established a good testosterone level, which means now you have good DHT, because our DHT is made from testosterone and also estrogen. So now we've balanced DHT, estrogen, testosterone. Now it's better to add Rad-140 than it is to add more testosterone, because if you add more testosterone, you're also going to end up with more DHT, which means potentially more DHT side effects like hair loss and skin aging, prostate problems, potentially more estrogen problems, which means gaining fat or making it harder to lose fat, water retention, emotional moodiness, and boobies. And then also, basically, I also use testosterone replacement therapy, but in addition to Rad-140 or AC262 or another SARM, I use a foundation of testosterone a little bit higher than normal testosterone, and then I add the Rad-140 on top.
So you go higher dose testosterone with Rad-140?
Keep my, let's say, natural.
What's higher?
Let's say my average testosterone level is like 1100. That's my normal testosterone, maybe 600. So maybe I keep my testosterone average of like double my normal testosterone, which is still within a normal range. Like, for example, I have a friend who,
pretty much what you're saying.
Yeah. Right? I mean, I have a friend who's black and his testosterone's like 980 naturally. Incredible. And the guy looks like a bodybuilder because he's got natural high IGF and testosterone and good genetics. And I'm injecting testosterone, basically just matching his level of testosterone.
Yeah, it's probably where I'm at too with TRT.
Yeah. Because if I take more, then I'm going to get gyno, or I'm going to have more hair loss, or I'm going to just a bunch of different potential side effects. And I just don't need it, because the Rad-140 builds just as much as muscle as testosterone, but the Rad-140 actually protects against hair loss and protects against prostate problems and doesn't cause skin problems. Mental effects of Rad-140 after a certain dose of testosterone. So if you have low testosterone, you feel like lethargic and no energy. You have high testosterone, you feel great. But then you take bodybuilder's level of testosterone, you don't really feel psychologically as much as the increase in the dosage of testosterone. But if you get testosterone to a little bit above normal or high, and then you add Rad-140 on top of it, you get these extra nootropic benefits of mental focus and energy and stamina and resilience. So you get the benefits, the psychological benefits of the testosterone and the psychological benefits of the Rad-140 as well.
Let's talk about the other thing. Rad-140 is going to suppress your natural testosterone if you're not on TRT, correct?
Depends. I mean, I've done studies with people up to 30 milligrams with no suppression whatsoever.
There you go. So
even after 6 weeks.
Is big, with a lot of these SARMs too, everybody's like, oh, you're going to get suppressed. Should I use clomiphene, Clomid, whatever, with Rad-140 afterwards? I mean, of course, the basic rule of thumb is get your lab work done afterwards, see where you're at.
It's like, who cares if you get suppressed? You're suppressed for one day, so you can adjust the dosages after.
Over Rad-140, or is Rad-140 king over testosterone?
Well, Rad-140 is newer. It is scientifically developed to have the benefits of testosterone without the side effects. Testosterone is a natural hormone in the body. Yeah, it's
king in my opinion. You know what in my opinion is?
Yeah.
3AD.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, that's testosterone.
3AD might be king over all two of those. Not enough people talk about 3AD, but I mean, for me, if you're not on TRT, if you're on TRT, you don't want the exogenous estrogen in your body, and you don't want your body converting to estrogen. You don't want some of these nasty sides. With or without TRT, 3AD is going to be a great, probably in risk.
It's possible that most people who are on TRT could replace their TRT with 3AD.
3AD. This is interesting. I mean, this opens up a whole entire can of worms that we could probably talk for 2 hours on. There it is in breakdown. Another question too, is you're just running Rad-140 without TRT. Are you going to see a huge increase in your testosterone levels?
Rad-140 with 3AD?
No, with just by itself.
There's going to be most people's testosterone is not going to change whatsoever.
Correct.
Some people's testosterone, total testosterone will go down, but their sex hormone binding globulin will go down. And so their free testosterone will remain the same. In the end, very few people get enough suppression from Rad-140, be concerned about doing post-cycle therapy or other things to maintain testosterone production on it. However, out of an abundance of caution, if it was a concern, I would just take even one enclomiphene pill every other day. Or enhance top T. Just enhance top T.
Just take top. A lot of people knock me and they say post videos on that with certain SARMs and other things. I'm like, just take top T. See how you do on that. Use 3AD as a bridge, then take top T, whatever.
Well, Connor Murphy did extensive lab work on him for his natural plus transformation. And Connor Murphy's testosterone was very low. And then we brought it up with Blue and Black Ox, which is now enhanced top T. Yeah. So we got him from like 350 to 700 or 325 to 650. We doubled his testosterone. And then he added the SARMs on top of it, AC262, and it didn't suppress his natural testosterone. AC262. AC262 is even less suppressive than Rad-140. Some of the people that get suppressed by Rad-140, because it does happen, if they use SARM AC262, they probably aren't going to have any suppression.
So there it is. The video on is Rad-140 better than testosterone. Thanks, Tony. Thanks for coming on, and we'll do some more videos soon.
All right, Enhancedrob. Be swole and swole, friends of freedom, pioneers of human evolution.